Hello everyone, welcome to my channel One Stop Placement. In this video, I am going to tell you about tuples in Python. Generally, tuples are used to store group of data containing different data types. Then we have a doubt that list is also doing the same. Then what is the difference between list and the tuple? List is mutable. That means we can change, we can update, we can do anything in the list. But tuple is an immutable. We cannot change. And for list we use square braces. For tuple we use open braces. And list is also allows duplicates. Tuple also allows duplicates. And we can access the items in a list using index. We can also access the items in the tuple using index. The main difference is mutable and immutable. We use tuple when we have to secure the data. For example, when you are doing any big project, if you want to secure any data that any user should not change, we have to use the tuple. For example, if you want to change any items in the tuple, we want to convert this tuple into any mutable objects like list, and we have to convert. Without converting into any mutable object, we cannot change the items in the tuple. So it is called immutable. And let us speak about how to create a tuple. We can create a tuple using square braces. For example, if you take t is equal to open braces of, it will take an empty tuple. Or we can also use function tuple of. It also gives an empty tuple. In another way, for example, if you take any variable like t and we are assigning two or more variables to it, two or more values to it. For example, if you take 1, 2, 3, 4, when you print t, it will give you in the form of tuple. This is also an tuple. Then how to access the tuple? We can access using index. It starts with 0 at index 1, 2 and 3 so on n minus 1, where n is the length of the tuple. And in reverse order we use from -1, -2, -3 and -4. We can directly access the item using index. For example, if you take t of 0, it will give you 1. If you take t of 1, it will give you 2. If you take t of -1, it will give you the last element, that is 4. But we cannot change it. For example, if you take t of 0 is equal to 5, this is invalid because we cannot update the item in a tuple. And then how to update the tuple? We cannot update any item in a particular tuple, but if you want to update two or more tuples, we can use it. For example, if you take t is equal to 1, 2, 3 and d is equal to 4, 5, 6. If you take c is equal to t plus d, using this concatenating operator, if you print c, you will get tuple like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. But we cannot change any item particularly in any particular tuple, that is t or d. But we can concatenate two tuples. And let us discuss about slicing in tuple. Slicing means if you want to require any particular amount of data in a particular tuple. For example, if you take t is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. You don't want this total tuple. If you want only the numbers like 3, 4 and 5. If you want only these 3, 4, 5 numbers, then you want to use slicing. Slicing we use like square braces, colon, square braces. And this starting value is starting index and this is ending index. Like range, it does not use the final range. For example, if you take 2 colon 6, it will give you from index value 2, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It will start from 2, that is 3, 4, 5 and 6. It does not include the index value 6. So it will give you the answer as 3, 4, 5 and 6. It does not include the final index value. It will take till 5, like it will work in the range function. And if you want to use any step value, you have to use another column like A, B and C. This is the starting index, this is the ending index and this is the step value. Whatever the step value we have given, it will work based on that step value. For example, if you take from index 2 to 6, I want to use step value as 2, then it will give the value as 3, 5, that's all. It will give 3 and 5 because it will start from index 2, that is 3 and till index 5, but we have to use step value 2. That means we have to use the difference for every index 2, so it will give the value 3 and 5. Then we have another doubt that if you take t is equal to 1 of, it is a tuple or not. If you find type of tuple, it does not give you an tuple, because if we take any single item in a tuple, we have to use comma after that, that is t is equal to 1 comma, then if you find this type, it will give you tuple. Whenever you are using any single item in a tuple, we have to use comma, otherwise it will not take it as in tuple.